and they'll have audio. Sorry, they have not been able to hear anything this whole time.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh, commercials, Twitch, please.
Oh. All right. RAWR versus LS.
Yeah.
If Twitch looks good, I'm just gonna not alt tab until we are gonna start the game, and I'll join lobby and stuff. All right.
Okay.
Looks like LS on blue side, RAWR on red side. I don't know if you guys want it. Well, okay.
Let's see. So we're looking at LS starting off with Cho, and then it went to Gwen, Zach with Jinx, Sedge into Ash. First half, the Gwen into Cho.
I mean,
Yeah.
LS for sure is leaning heavily into the protect the Jinx comp with two beefy tanks as well as the shield of the Karma. So going to be interesting in that they really at this point I feel like have really itemized themselves into that that hyper carry comp thus far.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Zach is good into that. And
it does look like they're gonna do maybe a Zach Yasuo combo, which would be pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But normally those kind of situations, Gwen's gonna be kind of on her own.
Yeah. So it's Mui on Yasuo. That's interesting. I know. No, looks like Yone was banned second round, not first round. Lots of knockups for the Yasuo though. That's kind of even Braum. Yeah, I like the Gwen into Cho'Gath. Jinx.
But is it so who's the mid laner by that proxy? Is it going to be Sejuani top, or are we doing Cho mid based off of the Viego? Is the Viego going to be in a solo lane here?
See,
it might be Cho mid, to be honest.
Yeah, and with slimes, there's some wacky picks, so it could be Viego top, I guess. I don't know. That's that'll be interesting. Yeah, I kind of assumed Cho top, but I guess it's a little bit of a flex now that they have their whole comp.
I mean, Sejuani into Gwen really is not that bad, but Gwen does still kind of.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If Sejuani ever fights, Gwen would win, but Sejuani seems fine to just.
I did just start. Do you want us to restart?
Nope.
No, you're good. You're good. We're good.
Are you sure? Okay. All right.
Okay. Oh, whoops. Okay, I'm gonna quick.
Good lord, how large of a monitor are you on?
It's just 1440p.
Okay.
So again, thus far again, I think again it's an interesting draft in regards to this. I think in general, it's going to be interesting what path the Cho'Gath takes. Again, if we're looking at a mid Cho'Gath who has a little bit of AP, there should be enough itemization, both AP and AD, to kind of balance it out. But I think there's a lot of options potentially again for RAWR to win the game. They have a little bit more flexibility, whereas I would argue that LS, they're definitely going to be heavily reliant on, getting that Jinx ahead, maybe getting a couple kills, for sure pushing for resets on that Viego. I like the Cho in that regard because it does potentially leave, a sudden chomp, a sudden pick, and all of a sudden, again, Viego's like right up there very, very quick for the resets. The only worry off of stuff that I might have on the side of on the side of LS is that both teams don't necessarily have the greatest go buttons. Obviously, Ash has a good deal of utility, and Zach diving in. But short of LS's Sejuani ult, it's there is speed, but there's not necessarily reliable CC on the side of LS right now. Is what I'll say.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think a lot of it's gonna come down to the Zach and the Yasuo kind of, well, at least just the Zach engaging and how LS plays that. Can absorb that CC if they can keep the Jinx safe.
Yeah, and I mean, it doesn't have to be just the Zach either, because it could be the Rel as well. So, I mean, if they just get one group knockup, like, it could go extremely volatile.
Yeah, and the Rel switched to Braum last second, right? I think it's Ash Braum, but.
Yeah, it is. Never mind. But it can still be Braum. Braum can still do it too.
Yeah. So, they've got lots of still, yeah, Rom and the Zac, lots of stuff to work around with the Zac
Are you
and that.
still playing with the scene?
Sorry, nope.
No, you good.
Sorry, stream.
And as well, I'm going to be really interested on the perspective of what that Viego does, because while Ash and Braum obviously have multiple slows, and again there is that good deal of synergy.
Oh.
If both junglers are bot side, that's not a ton of actual like damage, so to say, on the side of RAR if it's a 3v3. So be interesting to see if there is any progress down bot. Not to say that again there isn't a ton of CC on the side of RAR in a hypothetical 3v3, but mobility wise and damage wise, I would argue that again LS in that 3v3 is at least favorable, and that Ash, if need be, is going to have to do some pretty substantial positioning. So
Yeah, but we'll see. I think the Ash Braum combo bot's pretty gross.
it is absolutely.
Looking at what Jinx Karma bot, that's not too bad. If Karma goes more AP heavy, where she goes more explosive, then maybe it'd be pretty interesting. But until then, I think the side of LS is gonna want to farm for most of it, whereas RAWR is gonna want to kind of just bully them out.
Now, what I will say is again, when you're dealing with a certain jungler who may or may not be Doki for the win, again, you're not getting flash. You're not getting flash for the win off of that. So in the contrast, that can be definitely favorable to LS in the sense that with empowered mantra on the side of for Karma, if you're empowering up in regards to that speed, there definitely is slowdown aspects, but repositioning on the side of RAR, short of again a Braum hop and a here and there, again. Well, in short, we'll see.
Yeah.
I think again my sleeper pick to influence the game the most. Again, I know I like the Yasuo, I like the Ash off of this, but if this Gwen really gets rolling in regards to like just simply AP itemization, RAR again, I think has the potential to create a situation where there's split pushes that quite frankly LS just in their current state would struggle to match. So
yeah. If nobody can match the Gwen, which I think if everything is even, eventually Gwen becomes that champion that nobody can match in the side lane. So unless she's behind, you're kind of on a timer for the rest of the game, because at some point you're gonna have to be sending multiple people to her to stop her split pushing, and that's definitely a win con for her, or if the game goes that long. Gwen classic tank shred.
well,
Champion.
and that's the thing as well. Again, when you've seen the Cho'Gath, you take the Gwen, and then LS takes the side of Sejuani. Again, if that Gwen, I'm presuming again would probably lean towards Ghost. Like there's good, it's going to be really interesting. Like I said, position wise for how RAR negotiates stuff because they have a fair bit of slows and or mobility, whereas that Karma. I think the Karma's gonna have to do some pretty heavy lifting in regards to stuff being kind of caught between two worlds of kind of the front line, protecting the front line while still trying to prioritize and make sure that the Jinx doesn't get caught by an Ash ult or a random Zac, Zac launch or Braum all set up for the Yasuo. I think again, like I said, that's really who I'm gonna be looking at on the side of LS is, how can the Karma negotiate everything?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. We're about to go in. So, if my league was not to break, I don't know what it is, but
Mine was black for a long time, but
league's been breaking for a while, for me at least.
Played a couple ARAMs earlier with the squad, and we had 2 different people crash during like over 2 games, I think. And
Alright.
Bucci the Boo, the Karma, that was one of them. So hopefully you got the crashes out of the way.
So,
I know.
all things considered, again, based on the fact, obviously, that the Sejuani is again the jungler, which is something I didn't necessarily know until obviously this loading screen. That's going to definitely create again an interesting dynamic that I do think again favors LS a little bit in regards to like bot lane stuff. Now, it doesn't mean they can't stack obviously on bot lane, but there is at least a little bit of beef Whereas again, if it would have been the Viego, there is it's a little bit more volatile. Anything with Viego is volatile by its his very nature. So
I do want to see Viego mid, definitely. So, but if it's gonna be Cho mid, then no, we're good. Viego mid. I hate it. To say the least, I hate it.
There's some synergy there with Sejuani, but it's melee into melee though. So, I mean, maybe I could see that being good into Yasuo, but I feel like right now there's probably a lot of things that are good into Yasuo. So, I mean, yeah.
I do like this. This is looking a little spicy. About to see the 5v5.
Rico went through. And now, okay. Very tense.
Are you watching the game through the Twitch stream or through?
Oh yeah, I did not stream it to Discord. I will stream to Discord.
If you want to do that, I'm still watching this again.
Yeah.
Or if you need me to, I can as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna pause now that that happened. I'm sorry, Brom. I did not think about that. Now you're out of sync too. Very sorry. I'll try to get caught up to live.
What is Feathers watching?
Okay, yeah. Are you able to see that in Discord? Did I go live?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Awesome.
Let's see. Stream is still good. Okay.
Great. Least aggressive Yasuo player. I pulled Twitch chat up on my phone. So.
Yeah, I've got it up.
Awesome.
And every favorite, it is important for that, that how that first blood ultimately went down. Mui getting caught. It's not what you want to see as a start, but again, maybe you could take the perspective of Mui being, 1/10 of his way to his Yasuo power spike. So
exactly, it's just accelerating. Yeah, the important thing there isn't that Mui died, because whatever, but giving a Jinx early kill, especially Jubilee, who on their wins generally looks really good, so like letting him on one of his favorite champions, Jinx, get an early kill, that's a little dangerous, but not something that'll matter for the first 10 minutes of game, possibly, but as soon as Jamie gets like a good reset and is able to spend that gold. Metal looking to catch this wave. Jimmy Jankus getting that stun. Mui flashing away. Mui being back in, getting the kill on Sejuani. Blue Metal now back. Looks like he'll be okay.
Already starting strong.
Yeah.
Is there? Let's see. CS wise, not too bad. I mean, Jinx has got what she's behind it there, so she's good.
Yeah, the Ash Braum is very strong.
Even though Mui has died twice, again, he just burned his flash. So comparatively speaking, again, gold wise as well as CS wise, he's not necessarily that behind. And additionally, the kill the Kiwi up there on the Gwen did expend a flash as well. So that could potentially be, the matchup for sure isn't fun for Cho'Gath, but at the very least it can be, mitigated a little bit now here more in regards to potentially maybe Gwen's kill pressure in the next little while.
We see both lanes are just duking it out constantly. Looking pretty good with Zach going in for a gank on mid. Looks like he was trying to save the Yasuo.
Thought for sure Doki would go in there. Out of range didn't matter.
He's still there.
Just trying to get this wave under, but Yasuo's happy just chilling with high prio like that lane.
Oh, that might be a dead Cho. Nope, Sejuani's there.
Yeah, I was able to flash away.
game is pretty hectic already. Good God.
Yeah.
Is this what it looks like when we play?
Yeah, this Jinx Karma, I mean, they're definitely outscale. Ash Braum is stronger at this point in the game, despite that kill, because Jinx hasn't spent the gold yet, but Ash Braum is just such a strong early lane that I could see Jinx trying to play a little more passive here just to be able to get a good reset. Don't need to do anything too crazy.
Ooh. This might be a dead Gwen. She doesn't have... Ooh.
Back.
Keeping her
Stop.
there.
Nobody's around.
Yeah, keeping her there. Cho's trying to shove it.
Oh, it's getting so low.
Whoa.
Just died to Sejuani, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're kind of stuck in no man's land there, and given the fact that again Gwen has already burned her TP, it is definitely a worst case scenario on the side of RAWR. But at the very least, they are getting the compensation of the dragon itself. So
True. Oh. Okay. Didn't see that. Didn't see that, Doki. It's okay. Don't worry.
All of that off the bot lane resetting, but now here we are, bot lane shoving into Jubilee and Karma. After the reset, Ash, Braum have not reset yet because they went to do that dragon. They do not want to leave this wave in an awkward spot, and they can't really fight to get it into a non-awkward spot. This is definitely awkward moment for Ash Braum here. Unless Doki can help them crash the wave, but
and they're not paying attention. They just saw the pink ward go down, and Doki's going in.
I think.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There's a world where Jamie and Bucci can turn that fight, but just didn't. A lot of CC on the Jinx right away, so.
Well, and again, it looked like a little bit of a destroyed fight where Doki probably again was like, "Hey, I'm going in. You know, I'm gonna make this play," and Curbs just wasn't willing to again burn the flash in order to get maybe that last little bit of damage, which is again okay. Mui again cooking here.
Just only attack speed. Has got his Berserker Greaves and Doran's item and just 2v1ing.
That'll do it.
And the important thing again is the fact that Mui is sitting here, you know, up 20 plus CS, you know, despite dying twice and being the only 2 deaths on the side of RAWR, you know, he's distinctly ahead off of stuff, and that's definitely what you want in regards to, comparatively speaking, a little bit more aggressive soul lanes on the side of RAWR. So to get that, you know, to have that mid lane, I think again things are looking at least up for RAWR. But that being said, you know, LS is up in gold. The Jinx has, you know, a kill under her belt. Things again like it clearly again. I still feel like it's anybody's game. There's benefits. Both teams, I would argue, again, are feeling like that the current game state is favorable enough to them. And kind of again, we're starting to see the win cons begin to establish themselves a little bit here.
Yeah, and I think things Yasuo being ahead, it seems like the way things are going, that's just going to accelerate. I don't see him slowing down anytime soon.
Be a little bit of a monster.
Yeah.
Lifesteal plus boots already. It'll be a little bit difficult to to take out. Sejuani coming in for a sneaky.
Again, to be honest, I kind of don't like this in the context of Gwen. That's 2 tanks up there in regards to stuff. Like given the fact that Kiwi's sitting on, you know, a Gwen ult, at the very least, even if they engage, it's going to be a dangerous situation. So, Sejuani back there.
Yeah, I feel like with the wave shoving out like that, the only real ganks that you can do are a tower dive, and they're not in a position to do that. So.
Yeah, and additionally, I don't know if it can be seen, but when Sejuani walks up to like a melee champ.
Meanwhile, Doki,
fight him. Just turn around.
We can start playing the Mission Impossible theme here for Doki.
Good lord!
Did they not see him?
I don't think they did.
Sejuani walked into the bush, didn't?
She might have not been watching her screen.
about. Again, we were watching, and ultimately, again, Mui does die to, Cho'Gath slipping in here. That being said, there is going to be, obviously, take back on the
Yeah.
side of...
Apologize, I missed that. I might.
Woo!
Are you watching Discord stream, bro?
Yeah, I'm watching Discord.
Okay. I may rewind and not follow the Ashe ult here and watch what happened to Mui.
I think it was a TP play to get Yasuo. Is what
Yeah.
I believe it was.
Okay.
Definitely a good shutdown. We'll see.
Yeah, just Viego's kind of doing fine in the 1v1 despite how things have been going.
Viego's only down like 20 farm.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, it's
Wait, we saw this before.
Yeah,
this
we're
is
way back.
Yeah.
What just happened?
I think
We're back in 2023 here.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry. I'm gonna wait for that Ashe ulti. Yeah, sorry about that.
Has a melee champ.
I'm
Are
waiting
you
for the
able
Ashe
to-
ulti.
Yeah.
Are you able to see the little light that she procs when she walks up to you?
So again, it's just a straight lockdown on the side of 900 slimes here in regards to stuff that, again, just due to vision that ends up paying off in spades for the side of LS.
Yeah. I apologize that I missed that. Backspace rewinds 15 seconds and like around 15 minutes there, I swear. Like I don't know what happened. Kiwi
Shut down
TP in.
that.
Big ulti from Kiwi.
Oh, good flash, good flash, good flash. Jinx ult flying by, missing.
Both of the 80 carries with their global ultis. We getting another kill now, 3 and 3. Blue medal and Sejuani.
Yeah, Sejuani was looking at that for a freeze. That's what she was looking for.
Yeah.
The thing that I like thus far on the side of LS is that they've gotten a lot of kills and taking advantage of, again, RAWR's, again, quite frankly, miscommunication. I think LS, again, has brought out better macro this game. My worry / concern is, again, I'm still seeing that Gwen, come in, get an ult, and despite her being 0-1-1 and down in CS compared to the Cho'Gath, she's still putting an absolute ton of damage. So I'm really going to definitely have to see how Kill the Kiwi brings stuff into the later parts of this game in regards to just general setup.
Yeah.
It does look like Doki's over there grabbing grubs, which is good. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Sejuani didn't check it, so.
Is this the first set of grubs,
Or
probably?
second.
Second, okay.
Yeah, second set of grubs.
I'm looking for... Can you not see how many stacks they have? I guess not.
It's at the top. It's that
Whoop,
third, like,
right here,
yeah.
3 and 3. Okay, thank you.
But in doing so, looks like we're getting dragon, which is a good call. Good call. Looks like a TP. Uh-oh.
That goes through.
Oh. That's unfortunate. Ashel coming in, missing. Ooh, spicy.
Yeah, still a little bit of trouble. Here comes Doki. Nice Yasuo ulti. But Jamie getting a kill.
Yeah, Jinx again getting the resets. We'll have to see. Movie's got to kind of again play somewhat careful, but also with 3 people, actually running towards this space.
Yeah, she about to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, got the wave though.
Yeah.
Dang, missed one. Shoot. So
Right.
I think that was 2 plates going to Cho. Looks
Yeah. Chaotic fight, but Cho happy to TP and take some
Uh-huh.
free gold in the
somehow
top lane.
somehow got away with it, but we'll take it.
Yeah. Yep.
And again, I think the gold graph 100% tells the story here. Yes, RAWR is starting to get a substantial 1K gold lead, but so much of that again is on the Aswan Mui here in regards to stuff in comparison to the Viego. So
Looks like Slimes was a little too greedy going for that tower plate. Might be dying here.
Still walking in.
it kind of left in no man's land when it comes to that, and unfortunately, that is a kill on the Gwen that Speaking as someone who does like my fair share of tank top laners, you definitely don't want to. You definitely don't feel good again when the Gwen is getting anything to accelerate her in any way, shape, or form.
No.
If you're a Cho'Gath, so
Looks like Sedge is trying to cover. Dangerous. We got Braum roaming. Okay.
Yeah, and they might be looking for this Rift Herald. He's setting up some deep vision.
Yeah,
Looks like
and
they're
they
gonna
started
get
it. Looks like
Yeah.
we have no contact from Sedge. She knows something's going on.
mm-hmm.
And we got Yasuo coming up, so it looks like this is just gonna be a
Yeah, it's 4v2.
y'all can
So
have it.
Mm-hmm.
they could
Handshake, y'all can have it.
they could turn with 3 of them, have a winning fight, and still have
Assault.
somebody on Herald.
Wild Assault's on cooldown.
Might as well send him, I guess.
Well, and that again, we're still in that kind of infant stage of the game. Yes, we're 15 minutes in, but RAWR is also taking advantage of the fact, obviously, that they can throw a few ults off of stuff. The Jinx isn't necessarily all scaled up as of yet, so they've taken advantage of that. And there's this last objective with Rift Herald. We'll see what they can do with it. So.
Looks like Blue Metal's in a rough spot here. Just trying to farm under tower.
And that plating's gone, so that's a dangerous now.
Yeah, that tower can fall pretty quick. It'd be nice
Woo!
for somebody to...
It's TP. Yasuo might
Well,
get
it's
it
going to be
before it comes
dangerous.
in.
Yep, going to be a fight here for sure. So.
We got 2v2, looking pretty good.
Yeah, they weren't
Yasuo
able to get the
does.
last stack on Yasuo. Shoot.
Dang.
That's just Blue Metal going down.
And again, I don't think, I really, I pass with Blue Metal, yes. I don't think necessarily that was a poor play. He's kind of tried to negotiate stuff as best as he can, but it's just so difficult thus far for him to have situations where he's had the possibility to achieve it and he resets. So that's just been, that's been good on the side of RAWR in regards to that, in the sense of kind of keeping that Viego balled up as much as it can, because obviously if that Viego was, 3-1, or if there were a lot more disjointed fights, we could have seen Blue Metal taking over the game. So there has been a pretty good policy of containment on the side of RAWR thus far.
Yeah, I definitely do think that Blue Metal could have just let that tier 2 go out, or not the tier 1 die off, because we're already at the 15-minute mark already, so they're gonna start dropping anyways. But we got a solo kill coming from Cho'Gath. Oh.
Yeah. Fantastic work there. Well, again, this fight's going to keep developing. Great out there by
Ash
Kurtz on the Ash.
in.
Yeah.
Woo! All right. That might be a dead karma right there. Going to the Ash.
Blue Metal does get out.
Drop.
Metal does get out, but cost of the karma.
And again, it's interesting because, obviously this still does favor RAWR a little bit, but there were missteps. Obviously, Kill the Kiwi going down there on the Gwen is definitely not what you want. And as well in the case of LS, yes, your karma did go down, but you can take comfort and solace in the fact it wasn't Jinx who was receiving that Ash ult. So, but that being said, again, RAWR for sure will take the kill and the dragon. That's beneficial, and it looks like they're gonna get a return kill here regardless on either Mui. Yeah. So things continue to kind of look good for RAWR on the whole, but there have been some nice plays on the side of us.
We've also already seen this from Slimes. A little too greedy. He pushed it all the way to tier 2. But it gets the best of us. I know I do it.
Yep.
Well, exactly. We've all been. The thing that I also want to give credit to on the side of RAWR, and I hate to have to do it, is the Yasuo pick has also allowed Mui to be far more mobile in comparison to Blue Metal over the course of this, these first kind of 18 minutes. Blue Metal's kind of, by and large, had to, deal with the wave after my buddy, had to deal with that.
This might be another... Ooh, maybe just Braum? Ash ult coming in.
Here's Doki.
You got Zach answering it. It could definitely turn it.
There's TP in the lane. Here's
Looks like it's
Mui.
gonna be Dad Sejuani. Anything else? Oop, yeah. Woo! Good lord. Mui's going in. Oh, that's gonna be a double for Yasuo. There ain't no way. There's
Oh,
nowhere
so much damage.
Cheeks can go.
Yeah, I could see the Viego Sejuani being good into Yasuo, but Yasuo just being able to keep Prio in lane the whole time, yeah, it really freed him up
Yeah.
in this
Well,
mid game.
and having the ability to look at again these kind of first 20 minutes, yeah, you know, like 900 Slimes has had their good points. They've gotten overextended a few times, but just the presence of that Ash Braum is so detrimental to stuff occurring in bot side. As we
I
get
think
have an official
Cho kills. Well, maybe not. Jinx all eaten by the wind wall. Ooh, unlucky.
Yeah, if you guys look at Mui, and like his OPGG or whatever, it's not that crazy, but he has a Smurf listed that's a lot higher ranked. That's if you look at his OPGG, that's what's going on. I think Mui is the Smurf account.
The interesting thing as well off of this is that despite it all, are there ways again for LS to get heal cut? Yeah, absolutely, but it's not it's not the most favorable, right? In regards to trying to figure out, because if you're grabbing something like, you know, Bramble, it's potential that Mui's just gonna end up on your back line anyways. So. And
Yeah.
given how the game state is, you probably again aren't feeling too great if you're the Jinx having to itemize into anything. You know, heal cut related.
No.
I will be honest, I forgot about this. The Twitch chat. We get some funny cheeks going down right here. Oh, goodbye. Cho'Gath's just trying to hold on.
Yeah, though, I mean, usually the way to deal with Yasuo is like CC and utility type stuff.
That and shut him down early, yeah.
Yeah. So not much Jinx can do. Just kind of hope that there's some Sejuani stuns and Cho'Gath knockups and stuff to help. If he's CC'd and not hitting you, Jinx autoing will kill him pretty quick. But.
This could be a dead. Yeah.
El Clasico.
Cho'Gath coming in clutch.
And for better or worse, again, this is the unfortunate situation. Obviously, Mui being able to kind of again run roughshod over the map, but Curbs being also able to support with Ash ults among other things. Like it is exceptionally difficult. This is a worst case scenario for LS in the sense that they really don't want to be around anything for Mui. And
Carmen dead right here.
Yeah, exactly. Hi, how's it going? You know.
Unfortunate flash. Followed by definitely a Jinx. Jinx is about to die right here too.
Yeah, it was 3 abilities from
Yep.
EQ auto.
Yeah, it looks like we're getting to the point where Yasuo beat a menace.
Well, again, it's just simply too much damage on the side of RAWR, and unfortunately, while that Jinx had that early kill, that first blood, just simply because of Mui's push in the mid lane, they weren't able to get a second person online, and RAWR's bot lane again was just able to kind of play negate, and just basically not create a negative situation for them while they waited for the Gwen and then ultimately Mui on the Yasuo, obviously to just scale into a point where it's so difficult for LS. So.
Yeah, this is snowballing in action.
What? No, Rito tried to get rid of snowballing. What do you mean?
No, you only get snowball in A ramp.
Oh, yeah. Common mistake for me, yeah. Looks like they're really focused on Mui here, but...
I mean, that's what they need, but...
Yeah, he just ulted to the other side of the fight.
Yeah. That's... Yeah, I think that's probably a game right there. Ucho might get Ash. Oh, not quite. Oh, I know he wants it. I know he wants
nice
it.
sidestep.
Ooh.
And again, I think that's again obviously all she wrote in regards to this.
Oh, here it comes. Oh, get up! Hey! Worse.
Yep, exactly.
At
Yep.
the game.
Level.
Save the Ash.
That's how
good.
you make the KD good at the end of the game, and you say, "Hey, I did my part. I was there. I was present."
Yeah.
MVP 900 slimes.
Yep. So.
Pretty quick first game. I'll take
Yeah.
it. Pretty good.
Yeah, 24 minutes. Oh, well played. Well played by RAWR.
And I think again, just even simply the damage charts speak absolute volumes into that game. And it's not just simply again Mui obviously having that 38, that 38k on the asshole. It's the fact that nobody else on the side of LS, short of that Cho'Gath who was just trying to stack, really got any, had any areas in which they could necessarily build off of, or create an area where they could get a little bit of traction. So we'll have to see again what adaptations that LS bring here into game 2.
It's a prime example of how are they going to shut down Mui.
Yeah. Those types of champions, the Yasuos, and I think he plays like Silas, and they can be a little bit feast or famine. So if they can, if they can shut him down.
If you let one of them get ahead, oof.
Yep.
So going into game 2, what would you want to see LS do differently in regards to this?
Give him Yasuo and pick Garen. Garen mid.
Yeah, something that'll just destroy him.
No, I don't mind the scaling bot. I think just playing something either safer mid or like some comfort. Blue Metal Navy is comfortable on a lot of stuff. He's a good player, but the Viego wasn't able to be as proactive around the map just because he was stuck under tower. So I guess maybe just a better matchup for mid. I think saving if they pick they're on red side, so saving R5 for Blue Metal would be a good idea. I guess he had counterpick that game too. I don't know.
Yeah, and throwing the Cho up top lane and creating Heartsteel stacking. Well, it's not necessarily the greatest. It also creates a situation potentially even in later parts of that game where Zach and Braum could, if they so chose, largely itemize versus AD as well and create another situation. So I would like to see at least a more present AP threat on the side of LS for this game. I think that would definitely be favorable. Along as well, again, just leaning perhaps a little bit more into the fact that you when you've got this far in regards to your Jinx comp, I think the later parts weren't necessarily bad. I just feel like it's a little bit disjointed. So.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to play a second game after just like a quick game like that where there were maybe moments that looked okay early on, but just quit pretty quickly. It was just kind of seemed unplayable. So they definitely gotta reset mental, and I mean those games happen, and it's best of 3, so that you can still come back.
The other thing that I would personally lean towards that I might want to see on the side of Jimmy Jankus, I would want to see a little bit of aggression. Comparatively speaking, Doki again is probably not going to be leaning into stuff that is inherently carry based. So if you're again kind of just playing to out tank Doki, I don't know necessarily if that is the play in the grand scheme of things. especially given the fact that if you're gonna maybe it's getting rid of the Zac, maybe again it's just playing somebody that's a more aggressive jungler for the sake of having some damage.
Mm.
That might be another angle for LS to kind of have stuff coming back as we get towards the ban phase here.
Yeah, I don't know Jimmy Jenkins his champ pool very well. But yeah, I wouldn't have minded seeing something like that either.
And again, LS going right back to that, adapting from game one, trying to remove as many weapons in quote unquote weapons from Doki in regards to those easier initiates. So we'll see again how that translates in regards to the game itself. So what I could see from the side of RAWR here is, a somewhat early Maokai. I could see that on, for them to kind of secure something, buy a little bit of time and give, a little bit of that initiate. But we'll see again if there is a particular prio pick. Because again, they have, they threw 2 bans at Doki and kind of tried to take the carry, a little bit of the carry wings out of the side of Mui. So whereas again, for RAR, they've banned 2 champions blocked by the banner by the beer league, and then Zyra. So good for them. RAR opting for the blue one Ash here. Again, I think it's just a fantastic. I think it's an absolutely solid B1, especially in regards to a lot of the stuff that LS is doing. There's still a lot of stuff that's up that is definitely favorable that can make the bot lane again equally miserable. So it'll be interesting. I don't envy LS's bot lane. Looks like they're going to do at least some variation of the salty run back again with the Nash versus Jinx matchup here. We'll see what adaptations come after that.
Yeah. The Jinx is definitely a classic. There we go. There's the Braum. So the Jinx is very expected from LS. On Jamie, the support picks can vary, but Jinx, if it's up, it's just very good on their team, especially in the games that they win. So picking the Ashe Braum into it. I don't know about the Braum as much, but Ashe Braum is a good lane, so it kind of makes up for it. But Ashe definitely good AD carry right now and able to pressure Jinx early. Going with the Freljord comp so far with RAWR. Is the season, so it's going to be Jinx Melio against Ashe Braum. I like the Melio pick. Definitely keep the Jinx safe, and I mean, not super pressured by the Braum. I feel like that makes the Braum not as good of a pick. Picking an Enchanter, so good. Yasuo ban from LS. Mui's got a lot of those types of champs though, so it's hard to ban that guy out. I definitely don't mind the Yasuo ban though. Pop-up bros are gone. Galio, safe mid, banned away from blue metal, and then Zoe, one of his comfort picks, also banned away. Cho'Gath picked up R4, assume for Slimes again. That looked good last game. Times that it didn't look good had nothing to do with the champion. Collie hovered. Rumble picked up for our, so it's going to be Rumble versus Cho'Gath top lane. And a Collie hovered again. It's going to be blind. So a Akali picked up for Mui. Your Poppy mid would go crazy here. For legal reasons, that's a joke. But LeBlanc, Blue Metal Classic. It's a middle sticks angle. True. Just she shrouds you, just walk into it and W. What does she do?
I will say this much again with the LeBlanc coming in. My one worry and concern on the side of LS is that again that is a relatively speaking pretty fragile group. If by chance again like 5v5 style that Cho'Gath is, we saw 900 Slimes do exceptional comparatively speaking in game one.
Mm-hmm.
But again, if that Nunu is rolling in, if you've got Ashalts, if you've got Braum stuff, like it's not going to be a fun situation if RAR chooses to activate their go buttons. Again, you're laying out the red carpet with Rumble, Braum stuff all in there, Nunu potentially running with the snowball and dropping ult. So there's a lot of areas where when it comes to objectives, RAR can kind of dictate off of stuff. And additionally, if RAR is first to an objective, and there's any aspect of a corridor, LS absolutely unquestionably has to be careful.
Yeah. Yeah, in regards to last game, Stock saying if you're gonna pick Jinx, especially early, pick a comp that is a Jinx comp. And they have the Melio, but the rest of this team just kind of looks. I don't know how a Jinx would function in the game with Lilia and LeBlanc. I feel like they're very like in the fight, out of the fight, not necessarily like stand there and just face tank their team while Jinx out DPSs everybody else. Like I don't see this being a super good Jinx comp either. I don't know what you guys think.
And that's the interesting thing about LS. Obviously, again, like we've seen that the Jinx is more than capable, but we kind of get to a point in regards to some of LS's comps where it almost like you can go, yeah, I can see how some parts of it is. They just don't lean entirely into providing absolutely everything that Jinx again kind of needs. They give a little bit. They have a couple of things. Either they've got enough beef, but they don't bring in as much AP. Whereas in this one, obviously they still have the enchanter, the Melio. But in this one, there's like if at any point the Jinx blinks or farts in the wrong direction, like there's a lot of hate that can be absolutely delivered down on from the side of RAR. Like
yeah, and not that like everybody needs to play for Jinx, but like if you're like you said Maokai earlier, if you're Maokai, you having a Jinx that makes it a Maokai comp too. Like it doesn't have to be we're all playing for Jamie. It's you just want your team to work together well. And this seems like the Blanc and the Lilia are kind of like chaotic, less front to back champs in my mind.
The really interesting thing, again, I don't know about you all, but I haven't seen this in a long time. Even though again Cho'Gath will likely go towards tank as well as the Nunu, there are 6 AP champs in the top, mid, and jungle for both teams here. So that's
That's
going to
really
be interesting. Yeah, like that's so it's going to be my aspect off of stuff. We'll be looking at and analyzing again that bot lane. Obviously, Ash Braum, super frustrating. We saw that last game. Jinx Melio, you have the tools when it comes to some of those things, but it's going to be interesting to see essentially where, if either team can get their AD going, because if one ADC gets behind, on either side, it can get again, relatively difficult to generate the AD. So
Yeah, it could make team fights really hard. I do like the Galio ban from RAWR. In the second phase, they realized how AP heavy they are, and Navy realized that they're gonna pick, I mean, that AP jungle at least, and then realized they're maybe gonna pick 2 more AP, so they banned the Galio preemptively. It would have been a good R5 for LS. They do have the Cho'Gath who can build MR, but yeah, like you said, Cho'Gath and Nunu are really the only people who are going to be able to capitalize on the amount of magic damage in this game. Like, picking LeBlanc here when you have AP jungle and I mean tank AP top, that could be difficult. Especially like if Akali or Ashe start build any MR,
mhm.
not gonna be
And
able to
again,
one shot.
I don't want to sell Blue Metal short here off of stuff, because you could see in game 1 that Blue Metal was kind of again feeling the pinch of not having agency in the lane despite having the counter pick. So maybe again it's just kind of throwing the gauntlet down and going, okay, this is what I think I can do based off of what I've seen, and going, I need to gap this guy. I need to gap Mui, because if I don't stop Mui, he may just again do what we did last game. So
Yeah,
from that aspect I can understand, but it definitely again it does feel like all throughout this game on the side of LS that the game's going to be on a knife's edge, so to say. There's a small margin for error, and if things go wrong, things can go wrong in a hurry for them.
yeah, and Richie does bring up a good point. That Akali has the same problem. If Jinx
Sure.
builds any MR, yeah, same problem. Doesn't make the picks any better, but at least team wise, as far as the game is concerned, that's not going to be the reason one team loses, because they're both in the same situation.
Well, I see again RAWR's bringing out the double ignite here again. Doki once more, showing us the way. People can forward that to T1 and BLG. Maybe owner will pick it up here in Worlds here. We'll see though.
Yeah, it's not too late.
Yeah, it's not too late. So
Hey, you can't flash snowball, so you can ignite though.
well, again, we were talking about Snowball not being in the game last time, and RAWR again took that to heart, I guess. So credit to them. They're really leaning into the Snowball, just a different Snowball here for game 2.
Snowball comp.
So
I respect it.
Again, just rolling kind of close to this game here. I think we're gonna see. I would expect to see again an invade here on the side of RAR. Even just to kind of have that level of pressure. There is 2 ignites. For sure, LS. I don't expect them to be moving anywhere in regards to stuff, because obviously, if you with the Ashe and the Braum, people can die in a hurry. Unfortunately, if you get hit by anything Braum related. So.
Ooh, looks like it's gonna be a blue 5-man top. All right.
Yeah, the Braum Ashe, very strong level 1. I could see them wanting to use
Doki
that.
testing out the wall. It's still assault as always. So.
Mui kind of moving off on his own, doesn't get spotted though. Jamie Jankus. Spot Doki here. They spot him.
Minions have spawned.
Oh, blue metal.
Ooh.
Needs to blow the flash.
Well,
Nice
again,
snowball.
that's definitely not what you want to see in regards to stuff at 125. But
No.
at the very least, hopefully again, it's there wasn't a ton of lasting damage. We'll see if Mui's able to take advantage of it though.
Yeah. Yeah, Kali level 1 with the passive passive autos and Qs. Decent amount of damage. Yeah, I wonder how Doki's clear is gonna be. Starting snow. Okay, looks like he started wolves and was able to kill him already. Gonna be a little bit behind, obviously. Quite a bit behind, but got the flash, so it was worth it. Oh, looks like Jamie stepping up quite a bit there, but Kiwi just trying to. Never mind trying to kill slimes. I was gonna say trying to play safe so he can catch this
I was
wave.
gonna say if I'm Doki, I'm looking up here off of stuff, and I think you're gonna start. You're probably gonna see that here. But well read by 900 slimes there. That stuff. Understanding that they're in a position of danger, and summarily that being a problem.
Taking
pretty close.
Yeah, so close trade in the end. Now blue metal actually down. Jimmy Jankus is around. Doki is not. Mui actually had potions and still has the flash advantage, so.
Oh, this might be it.
Oh, no mana.
No, a level.
Gotta be so careful. Here's blue metal. Oh, Jimmy Jenkins just misses the Q. Mui not really in any mortal danger, just flash danger. Happy to play aggressive. Kiwi got a big wave here crashing.
Cho eating damage. Slimes is eating damage.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I don't think it matters. Nunu's being a menace.
Blue metal just really wanting to recall here and get some mana and TP back in. I'm gonna say minion. Or
no.
Oh boy. Yeah, Mui definitely wants to keep him here as long as possible. That was a nice cancel by Doki.
Well, and that's the unfortunate thing. Again, like we're dealing with Doki, who has come up and kind of peaked in all lanes off of stuff. He hasn't gotten anything short of that early again flash on the side of blue metal. But the difference is that again, even just getting that flash, you look at the CS difference in mid, even in regards to like Jimmy Jenkins came up there, he's arrived and he's been present, but blue metal's down 17 and his TP is down, so that's definitely a heavily favored situation for RAWR as of right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, even with the TP, it was like blue metal had trouble getting a reset there. So well played.
Early dragon for blue side.
Yeah, Doki already on it. Got nice pressure bot and soon to be pressure mid, so should be free.
And TP's down on the solo lanes of LS right now, whereas again, still Kill the Kiwi still possesses theirs. Again, just for the sake of lane pressure and / lane control. So
Curbs is kind of eating free poke.
Yeah. And they must know Doki's on Dragon because Jimmy Jank is getting a nice counter jungle here. Come up, kill the Kiwi. Happy feats his way out of there. Should be fine.
Ooh, that's a really good ult. That's a dead Lilia.
Should be finally getting a kill, I meant to say.
Well, and that's just the unfortunate thing. I mean, like Jimmy Jenkins was coming up there, but at this point, again, you're as Lily, you still don't have your ult there to potentially change that. Whereas Kiwi did, so that made it again a very difficult situation and a great ult by Kill the Kiwi. Again, he yields that first blood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh,
A little bit of a
see the
force.
same thing from Doki. Oh, I think LeBlanc could have killed him.
Yep. Just playing respectfully with Mui around. Didn't want to, even if LeBlanc gets a kill, if Mui also gets a kill, like for a lane, it's even. But for the entire game, just with how good of a player Mui's been, probably not worth.
Give him a chop.
Doki
Nom, nom, nom,
doing
nom,
work. He did not ult. Slimes did not ult in that. Maybe he was Zoom.
Maybe
Quite possible.
could go back and look, but we'll keep her moving.
We'll go back 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'm afraid.
Yeah. The dangerous thing thus far is again, while the gold remains close, almost 8 minutes into this, unfortunately, you still have this situation where the solo laners of RAWR are both tangibly ahead at this point in time. And again, in the case of Cho'Gath, the 900 Slimes, he's had his kill. He's present off of some of those things, but as though with every single item that Rumble gets, you're gonna feel it, right? In regards to when the red carpet is finally laid out for you. So,
yeah.
Doki's gonna get full access to both major objectives.
Yeah, so Dragon and first Grubs over to Doki's side.
Looks like there's gonna be a big fight. Cho getting the last one by eating it.
There's the LP.
But we might have a dead. Ooh. Ooh, Ashel coming in.
The metal escaping with the W. Still has flash. Both mid laners now have flash, so.
well, I want to just give a chance to shout out the ball lane. As of now, again, we haven't seen a whole lot of interaction off of that, but Curbs has been pretty effective at throwing those ults again up the river to have that point where there's been tangible aspects like turn stuff. Whereas on the side of LS, again, Jinx and Melio are mitigating the lane as best as they can, but they for sure again haven't had any Lilia interventions thus far. So it's interesting. Both sides again are being effective in regards to what they're doing, but ultimately, given the fact of how rare solo laners are, we see this exact same situation almost unfolding again in a different way as we have from game 1.
Yeah.
And Bunny brought up a pretty big little notice in the Twitch chat. This is LS's last chance, I guess, to be in playoffs.
Yeah, they've got to win everything
Yeah, if
now.
they lose this, they're out.
Yeah. Actually, is this the last week before playoffs, I think? So, yeah. So this is a must-win game for LS. And back to the bot lane. The Ashe Braum versus Melio Jinx. That's one where if they're even, eventually it's Jinx favored. But that turning point happens at 3 items, and with the game is more stable than last game, with both lanes kind of being behind, both solo lanes. I don't know if it'll make it to 3 items.
Well, and the dangerous point as well in regards to is that yes, the Jinx, will get there eventually.
This might be a dead Ashe. Oh, good cleanse.
Great cleanse on the side of Jubilee.
Flashing
A little
backwards.
bit of tower dive.
Nice.
Woo!
That's gonna be
Double
that's
for
good
Jinx.
too. Yeah.
But here comes.
One more. Oh, make a break. Ah! Oh.
Okay, there's movie flash.
That was a good try from Bucci. Good flash from Bucci. Oh, doesn't matter.
Double kill for movie.
Oh! Charged up tower shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, that for sure. Again, unfortunately, it ended up being a 2v2 due to the roams. But at least again, that was a fantastic play by the two bot laners of LS there. Unfortunately, just simply numbers wise, it didn't work out for them. But all things considered, when given how much resources that RAWR did throw bot side, unfortunately, it was just the fact that the other two members of LS weren't able to get anything tangible out of it for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I think both teams are relatively happy with how that went. Like the Jinx being strong.
Double kill on the ADC and a double kill on the assassin.
Yeah. I mean, definitely don't want to see the Jinx or the Akali getting kills from the side of Jinx, but I think your win con is getting the Jinx to 3 items, so
Mui might be dead.
Yep. The Jinx, huge. Another kill on Jinx.
Things definitely again swinging back at least a little bit into LS's fashion or in LS's way. Mm-hmm. The interesting thing, and for sure the fact that the goal is almost equal between the two teams when it all comes down to it, is we have a lot of champions here in regards to a lot of the kills. It's on the right people that both of those teams would want, right? You've got this Rumble with 4 kills. You've got this Jinx with 4 kills.
Jinx knows cleanse.
Uh-oh. We got a TP for Mui. This might just be a cleanup. Oh, kill goes to Ashe.
Yeah, quickly put a stop to that momentum, and now LS has lost the little gold lead they had.
And again, maybe I'll run a little contrarian here off of stuff. Again, would it have been nice if it was perhaps on Mui? Yes, but again, Mui has that lead already off of stuff, and if that kill on Ashe at least helps stabilize aspects of the lane a little bit for damage, I think that's not necessarily the worst thing in regards to it.
No, and also important to put an end stop to the tempo of the Jinx after just getting 3 kills kind of back to back. Nice to disrupt that. So nice TP from Mui. Definitely. Yeah, just good map awareness. I mean, roaming down, I'm sure as soon as that kind of fight started and they were chasing the Ashe Braum down for that first 2v2.
We do have
started running down.
We've got all 5 members here of
5v3.
Yeah.
We got Rumble already drops.
Yeah, I don't mind this.
Yeah.
Ashe shot coming in. Not really any follow-up that could be on it.
No, and
LS joining.
LS forcing RAWR out of the jungle. And securing the objective, so really good job rotating the Jinx bot lane up for that. Ashe getting some farm in the bot lane and the tower.
She also got first tower.
Yeah, and that's the thing again off of this is that I think we've had these situations all throughout the series where LS is getting something for the most part, but it's being matched by RAWR somewhere else, right? And we've got the situation. We had the Jinx being up substantially in gold and kills or what have you, and now due to having to go get Rift Herald, now the Jinx is down in gold. So that's not necessarily what you probably want, all things considered, when all 3 lanes are down in gold. So now.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a 5v4, which isn't like a huge, not like an egregious overcommit to that objective. But yeah, Jinx, them giving the objective very clearly, just saying let's Jinx's bot lane, everyone walk away, get the objective, and Ashe happy to farm up in the bot lane. Good coordination.
I'll give a shout out here to 100 Slimes. You know what? They don't have any brown bags for boots yet, but they did grab themselves a couple of of cloaks here, or of you know, MR here. So that could again end up proving very valuable in the later parts of this game.
Yeah, he knows what he's about.
Slimes might be going down here. No, maybe. I think he's fine. No, maybe not. Woo! Woo!
Yeah, all that magic resist, he's pretty tanky. Here comes Doki again.
Round 2.
Yeah.
Well, again, Cho does have chop.
Oh, okay.
But
I think we might have forgotten that Cho's W is a silence.
Nice Ashe ulti.
Dead Jinx right here. Oh, unfortunate June, please. Oh, the wrong way. Mui not going for it, though.
Yeah, and that's Blue Metal picking up the kill.
Yeah, dying
Really
for
good.
it, too. And we got a double on Cho top. What a shutdown. That's pretty big.
Yeah, that Cho being strong. That's really good.
And again, it's interesting. 900 Slimes has had a quietly, relatively speaking, pretty solid series. In the grand scheme of things, it is what it is. The other aspect of stuff is just, Doki's been present, but over the course of the game, we've kind of seen where, those ganks that were, having a little bit of benefit early are just simply, the Nunu isn't really doing much of anything, really, at this point in the game.
With a double TP and used a lot of summoners and stuff in that last fight, so Mui just able to TP in and get a free kill.
Real clean from Mui.
Yeah, ulting and getting the triple. Slime's getting a nice crash in the top lane, but oof, feels bad for LS. Trevor in chat, the TP is lovely. Yeah. TP enjoyer himself.
There's a lot of rooting for LS right now.
Mm-hmm.
Cho'Gath gonna start grouping now. It looks like that's what they're needing.
Yeah.
Well, and again, Cho grabbed an additional pile of MR off of stuff. So they're definitely going to be relying on him in regards to providing some aspect of beef. As Ash, Ash Holt goes through the goalposts here.
Almost predicts the flash.
Spicy. This is definitely going to be a tower going over to.
Yeah, this Cho is massive right now and able to just. I mean, Akali can't really kill him. They need the Ashe hitting him, so he's definitely able to play the game.
I was going to say, full credit to LS for finally getting this tower. I really wish they would have, dropped the Herald just a bit earlier in regards to this. Because
here comes Mui.
Luckily Doki's there to help out LS here. That's some of his gameplay.
Now 3v5 now. Rumble in the top lane.
Woo!
Rumble getting a lot.
Still have ult. Slimes is looking for the ult on the Braum.
It's like now LeBlanc is backing to deal with at least catch the wave, but I think overall still good for LS.
Definitely a very good play for LS to help them get back into the game. Again, we do LS can still look at this and go, okay, we have a Jinx with 6 kills. We have a potential route off of this if we're able to have the lanes properly pushed out enough that Kiwi or Mui or whomever. Again, we're seeing another Ashe ult that goes by the wayside. Again, we've got a case where Curbs is kind of cosplaying here as the New York Jets kicker. So we'll see again how that works in later parts of the game. So
Twitch stream trolling.
huge Nunu 1v4 in the backline that almost had them. Yeah.
See, again, I've got some insider information off of this. When Doki plays, Doki really subscribes to like the Art of War, and in World War II, in World War II, in regards to stuff, people feared the United States because there wasn't anything strategic about some of their plays or whatever. They would just simply do something. Because they were so unpredictable, the only thing you could predict about them was the fact they're unpredictable. And Doki really takes that to heart in regards to his time on Summoner's Rift, where he will just make an unpredictable play where nobody knows again what's about to happen. And, you know, sometimes it works out, and more often than not, again, it doesn't. But that's just how it is.
He's a real Sun Tzu.
Definitely not referencing hitting top lane 3 times in a row.
Yeah, Ash
Looks like
just
slimes.
melting slimes there.
So chance for them to go Baron. Are they gonna do it?
I
Looks like people know, so I don't think it won't be safe.
yeah.
Catching Mui. We got a double
Oh.
snap on Mui. Woo! Ashall, swing and a miss. Oh, we got a double with Lilia.
And the only unfortunate thing on the side of LS off of this is that Jinx is getting really close to that IE, right? Like you got the BF sword. If they have the IE again, perhaps again that fight goes even more favorably on the side of LS. As
TP coming in, try to help. Shogath 1v4 and now could use some help.
Yeah.
I'm very
Akali,
much
Mui's going for the Jinx.
Okay. Metal on the Ash as well.
Good God, Mui damage.
But again,
Oh my
like
God.
full credit to Mui off of that. But that also speaks to the strength of RAWR's combination of stuff. The Brahms launching the ult. You know,
Mui's going for the Penta.
Yeah, and Kiwi being able to throw up the Rumble here. Again, do we have it? Is this it? Will he be him?
Mui wants it. Not gonna get it though.
Yeah. So
I was gonna slow-mo.
But again, just cycling back to that, that's the unfortunate nature of RAWR's comp versus LS's comp. Is that there was that substantial corridor for the Braum ult to come down, for the Rumble ult to come down, and Mui again, capable as they are, is going to clean up any second in which, you know, that LS was going to be able to linger around the Baron. So.
All right, looks like we're setting up a 5v5 for Dragon.
Yeah, Mui already has ulti again, so
Another round.
Penta angle.
Did we learn from last fight? Well, it looks like they might just be giving it. They can afford to give.
I liked
Blue
Metal going for the Ash last fight.
I really don't like this on the side of LS here.
No, it's way too late
Ash
now.
is getting jungler.
Comes
Good
Equalizer.
Rumble ults.
Here's
Mui's coming
Mui.
in for the backline. We haven't learned.
Jinx.
Good route, good route.
Jinx LeBlanc alive.
We have Baron push for mid, so
Yeah. I think give the inhib, but I think Jinx LeBlanc can defend Nexus towers.
Well, and again, like, it's an unfortunate thing. Maybe it's a case of communication. Maybe again, it's the aspect of feeling like things are falling apart all around you. But for me, again, I'm sitting there thinking, if I'm Jubilee, I'm like, we've got to give this. We've got to take some time for me to get IE here. We got to get me to that third item.
they definitely could have given that dragon a whoop because it's only what that would have been 2-2. Now we're at 3-1, so we could have afforded giving that dragon up, but instead,
Yeah, they gave it anyways, and then
yeah,
still we're kind of hanging around. That's the dangerous thing when you say we're not going to do it, so nobody does. But then y'all just kind of hang around the area anyways, and
it doesn't help that Lilia got caught by the Ash pretty early, so that didn't really help.
nice knock ups. Got the Braum ulti too.
Woo! That's all coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Slimes really wants it. Oh,
Mui?
we got
Using
Zonya's
Zonia's.
coming in.
Nice.
Ash ult.
Yeah, the
Might
nice
be-
Jinx ult.
oh,
Nice triple
the
sleep.
Rumble
Mui
ult.
so low. Gonna go down to the
Woo!
Lilia. No objectives up, but that's really good for LS here.
They still have carries. Ash
Herbs
just
with a
gonna clear it
barrier.
up.
Oh my goodness.
Mhm.
And again, I'm not meaning to rub salt in the wound in regards to this, but how much of that last fight changes if if that Jinx has 3 items?
Yeah.
That somebody pops right then and there, and perhaps again that is a proper setup for them. But unfortunately, on the side of LS, they're just unfortunately too far behind in regards to stuff to be able to bring it back around. So
Yeah, well
Yeah,
played
it
by
looks like
RAWR.
that looks like that's gonna be game. That's 2-0 going to RAWR.
Yeah. Rough season for LS, but I think they had a solid
It's-
team. It was just really
It's not just LS. There's been some
No.
other teams that have been having it rough.
yeah, and I feel like there's some really good
Trust me.
teams, but just struggling. And well, it's not over yet. Both the towers down, but
Kamui 1v5. Let's see it. Go.
oh, he's 1v5ing.
Mui performing his best Doki cosplay there at the end for us, but
Hive
Yeah, I
Mind
think
LS
again
going around
it's-
clearing the wave.
Woo.
Nice.
We got about a 7k lead going to RAWR. Most of it on the Akali.
Yeah, what's that gold lead? 3.5k about.
Ooh. It's about.
Yeah.
Jinx just now has IE. So.
Yeah. Yeah, Jinx is strong, but like now there's just it's so annoying to play these games when you have inhibs down. It's like
Mhm.
yeah.
You know what?
Stuff.
Actually, it's not too bad. They have the burn coming from Lilia. Cho'Gath can eat a minion. I don't know.
Mhm. Yeah. These individual mountain dragons can be annoying with the extra resist with so much MR, but the soul actually I don't think it matters too much when your team is Jinx, and I mean it feels bad for LeBlanc, but
Yeah.
this game was gonna feel bad for LeBlanc regardless, I feel.
and I think again you're just looking at the Doki snowball in here in regards to some variation. It's just maybe you're able to burst somebody early. Maybe you've got to make a play here, but if you allow RAWR to the base here beyond a certain point, it's not going to make a difference.
Mhm.
Just simply. So.
Here comes RAWR.
Woo! The Ash damage hurt.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mui
here goes
in.
Mui. Mui's in.
Jubilee taking a lot of damage.
They shut it down. They shut it down.
Yeah, Jinx got 1 reset, 2 resets. They might. Oh my god.
Just gotta kill. Just gotta kill. Just gotta kill.
Braum gets the
Oh,
Nexus.
no!
Oh my
The
goodness.
classic Braum Nexus trade.
So
yeah.
close.
Again, no, that was very like, and that shows again the potential of LS's comp if everything broke right. Unfortunately, where the game got broke open was just at the worst time for them. So
Mhm.
Whew, the
Yeah.
damage charts rumble. Good God.
Yeah. Just bumping into the Cho'Gath that who didn't care the whole time.
All right.
Alright, well, GG's
that's
RAWR.
GG's, everybody.
Thanks for casting, guys, and
Thank you for streaming.
yeah, no problem. Alright, I'm killing the stream. Have a good night,
have a good
everybody.
night. Cheers.